The question that we actually were asked in a recent workshop that we ran, and that was around credit cards. Is it a positive thing to have a credit card if you manage it well, or is it a negative thing? And I know there's probably a couple of answers to that because how someone's assessed actually depends on their credit card limit as well. So is
Like,
that part of the positive building process you're talking about?
look, it can be a positive thing because different banks will treat what they call new to bank customers differently. They'll score them differently because if I'm a bank and I have no relationship with you whatsoever, then my risk is higher from the bank because I don't know as much about you. Whereas if you've been a transactional customer with me for the last 20 years, then I know a lot more about you. And so if you're an existing customer of a bank, it's easier to get a higher credit score than what it would be if you weren't, even if everything is the same other than just the history. So in actual fact, to keep your options open, you're probably better off to get a credit card with almost all the banks so that you have an ongoing history with them. But of course,
so you're a customer through your credit card, perhaps.
so you're a customer. If you've got a credit card, you're then a credit customer, and you will score better than if you didn't have that credit card with that institution.
All right,
So
let's take it the step further. If you have a credit card with each institution, what could be the negative impact on you when you're assessed for your borrowing capacity?
Well, the limit of the credit card will reduce your borrowing capacity. So, if you had a $10,000 credit card limit with, all the big four banks, you got 40 grand, that's going to reduce your borrowing capacity. And essentially what the bank will do is even if you repay that credit card in full each month, so you never pay interest on the credit card, they will still they'll still include a monthly repayment amount equal to 4% of the balance. So, that can really eat into people's borrowing capacity. So from a pure borrowing capacity perspective, better off to have no credit cards. From a credit score perspective, it's better to have lots of credit cards. So it's really about finding the balance. So I think the answer is, for most people, probably with the institution they're most likely to use, particularly if it's a first home buyer, get a credit card with them, but get a really low limit.